Thinking about moving to Phoenix, Arizona? I'm here to share 10 tips to help make your move easier. The last two are often the most overlooked, so stay tuned. Hey y'all, welcome to the Living in Phoenix, Arizona channel. I'm Heidi Littleton. If you're new here, this channel is about all things living, eating, playing, working in Phoenix, Arizona. If you're not new here, welcome back. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Relocating to Phoenix, Arizona doesn't have to be complicated. Having relocated myself, I'm here to share the 10 steps I wish I had done to make our transition smoother. If you're thinking about moving to the Phoenix, Arizona area, then this video is just for you. Before diving in, don't forget to check out the description to a link for my free moving checklist, as well as a tool to help you get your utilities set up faster. Okay, let's dive in. Tip number 1, secure employment. You want to understand your commute. You want to know how long you may be sitting in traffic daily before you lock in your home. You don't want to secure a job in Chandler and then pick a home in North Phoenix. You will be spending hours a week in traffic. So first, pick the job, then we pick the city, which brings us to tip number 2. Research cities and lifestyles, which you can do on this channel. Ask people that you will be working with, search on YouTube. Phoenix is large and there are many cities and neighborhoods to choose from. You will start to get a sense of which cities may be the right fit for you. Are you looking for a family-focused city like Gilbert? Do you want to be close to the action in Central Phoenix, which is where I live? Are you a young single looking to be in the nightlife of Scottsdale? Or are you looking for more of a country vibe with more land in Cave Creek? By knowing what you want and your lifestyle to be, what you want your lifestyle to be like, and which city provides that, you can then start focusing on the communities. Tip number 3, reach out to a professional. Oftentimes, after doing some research, people can tell me what they don't want in a community, but that can still leave a lot of options on the table of where the best place to live would be. Having a local agent as your partner can help you narrow even further which communities may be best for your needs and for your lifestyle. I've helped many people figure out the exact city, neighborhood, even down to the street that they want to be in. I worked with a gentleman who had worked with a couple of other agents before finding me, and after hearing all of his criteria, I found the perfect home. Literally across the street from a museum and a building he had mentioned a couple times to me in passing. That's the power of working with someone who specializes in helping people relocate to Arizona and really knows the areas. Tip number 4, do a scouting trip. Now, this is where I went wrong when we relocated to Arizona from the Midwest. I literally came out here for 3 days for a job interview and just picked the area I was most familiar with. I had actually visited Phoenix several times throughout my college years to visit my older brother on spring break when he lived in Tempe. So I just assumed that Tempe was going to be the best fit. I picked an apartment that seemed nice, signed the lease, literally didn't go anywhere else in Phoenix. I didn't even know other places existed. Now, I loved our time in Tempe. We were in our early 20s, so the college vibe fit our lifestyle, but looking back, other areas would have been a much better fit. I recommend doing at least a week scouting trip if possible. Now, if you're thinking about doing one of these scouting trips, reach out and I will help put together a list of areas to check out, restaurants to try, and places to see based on your lifestyle and needs. This will then give you a good idea if a city or neighborhood is right for you. Tip number 5, don't move in the summer. If at all possible, avoid moving in the summer. It is hot. That's not even an exaggeration. It's 115 today. And it can be quite the adjustment. We truly only have 3 months of extreme temps, so pick any of the other 9. You will absolutely thank me later. Tip number 6, make sure you vet moving companies. This can really make or break your move. You want a company who will communicate with you, get you your belongings on time and in great condition. You want to start calling early on so you can make sure they have your dates available, get them out for an estimate. And you want your estimate to be done in person to get an accurate quote. Tip number 7, Have items sent 2 weeks after closing. While everyone hopes that their move goes smoothly, there can be the occasional hiccup. This is why I recommend having your items arrive 1 to 2 weeks after you close on your new home or your lease start. That way, if there is a delay or something goes wrong, you aren't having to keep everything in storage and pay those additional costs. I actually had this happen when I moved for graduate school to St. Louis. We had everything arrive the day our lease started, and later learned that day that the apartment had an infestation of cockroaches. Me and my roommate had to pack everything up, put it into storage, find a new apartment, and move a second time. It was a nightmare. I know it can suck to not have everything with you right away, but it can save you a ton of time and headaches should something not go according to plan. It's the absolute worst. Tip number 8, pack a week worth of clothes in a suitcase. This should be about 1 to 2 weeks worth of clothing and any items you'll need until your rest of your items arrive. You'll also want to make sure you pack any important documents, photos, things like that. You don't want those to get lost or damaged in the move. Now, my favorite tip is purge. It is best to purge in advance. Sell off or donate whatever you can. This will save you money on movers, time, energy. Plus, I found that many people actually don't like the furniture that they had in their old furniture in their new home, or it doesn't fit. So they end up selling it anyways, and they paid the expense of having it moved. It's actually better to just get rid of most large items and anything that you aren't super connected with before making that move. Think Marie Kondo and does it spark joy? Now, tip number 10, the most often overlooked, arrange for child or pet care. We moved out here with 2 puppies. Literally, one of our dogs was a year old and the other was a couple of months old. I wish we had arranged for pet care the first few days, especially the day that our moving truck arrived. It was hard wrangling the puppies while people were coming in and out. Having them at doggy daycare would have definitely helped us minimize some of the stress. If you're looking for childcare in Phoenix, we actually have a great app called Busy Bees that has vetted professional babysitters, or you can research in Facebook groups or care.com. This person can come to your home, help keep your little occupied, or take them down to the park while you direct the movers on where everything needs to go. Just gives you some stress relief and some flexibility. Well, that's it. I hope those were helpful and you feel more confident in your move. If so, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. As always, if you have any questions at all, want to know more about moving to the Phoenix area, or need more tips on moving, don't hesitate to reach out. All of my contact info is below. Until next time.